Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the stream. How are you guys doing tonight in this wonderful Friday evening? Or I guess it's already Friday night. Hopefully, you're having fun with your friends and not. Oh, not the. Oh, sorry about that. Yep. Anyway, I hope you guys are having a wonderful time with your friends and not hanging out here. Uh, actually, I would love it if you guys hung out here more, but it is a Friday night. You guys have better things to do. Don't be like me. Do not be like Jean. Jean is not the I'm not a role model for having a healthy lifestyle, but it works. Never been, not having a healthy social lifestyle like me. It's it works for me. I think it works for anyone else. It barely works for me, but you know what? I'm getting off track here. Tonight we'll be playing Nowhereplatz and Vivica's Heart. Vivica's Heart, I think. I think both of these games are fully voiced, so I'll have an easier time with them. And I think both of them are. At least I know Vivica's Heart won an award in the Spooktober Game Jam with like the best voice actress, which was the witch. I haven't heard it, so I can't really comment on it. But yeah, I would love to see what makes for an award-winning voice actress or voice actor, you know. But I think both of these games at least won like honorable mentions, I think. So, yeah, both are also entries for the Fantasia Game Jam, which I think is kind of overlooked, but I mean, there are some solid works out there. So not really some. There's a lot of solid works out there, I think. But anyway, actually, I haven't been browsing. I haven't been browsing the old itch.io page yet. So I think I might do that for a while. Wait, no. Just to pass time, I guess. Not really pass time, I guess. It's not really how should I say it? To oh wait, sorry. I got distracted again. Just to kind of warm up my voice, talk a little bit, talk about what I see. Uh, yeah. Okay, this looks good. Heart to Hearth. I think I'm saying that right. It's Hearth is a weird word, and the reason why I say it's a weird word because of Hearthstone. Because Hearthstone is Hearth, like isn't the word Hearth pronounces Hearth, but in the game Hearthstone they don't call it Hearthstone. It's weird. Anyway, so I actually don't know whether, like, am I just having one of those Mandela effects of that's not how you do it? But anyway, it's fine. I will say I might play this. Yep, Heart to Earth. That's kind of, yeah, insane. We'll see. Oh wait, no, wait, what? This game was made like 10 months ago. I didn't even know. I wonder why. Alright then. No, it just came up on my, I guess I am in popular tab. Shit. Never mind. Let's see the new and popular ones. What are, okay. Okay, what am I looking at? Okay, these are The Widow's Boutique. You got it. These are, most of them are interactive fictions. I'm looking for visual novels. I do want, I do want to play a role to play. It's a very interesting. I find it very interesting. But it is an ongoing project. It's an ongoing project, son. But yeah, I guess it won't matter. I don't know. I actually have no idea. I actually have no idea how it's going to work out. But anyway. Oh, they say the Lighthouse Keeper was pretty good, so I might have to do that. Stop. Repotted. Cognitive coffee. What is this? Ooh. Pink Maniac. I Wow. I mean, I have to check it out. Like, oh, this is an insane. It That's insane. Anyway, I've opened too many windows. Would you guys like to see it? Okay. I have no problem. No problem. There we go. So this is oh wait, shit. Uh, I don't want you guys to see my task, I want you guys to see my tabs. My tabs are. Don't worry about it. Oh wait, no, that's my taskbar. Oh no, it's. I think that's going to be fine. Okay. Anyway, Widow's Boutique is a Nordic noir visual novel. Oh, the first three turns are revealed. So it's not a pure visual novel. There's some sort of management aspects to it, I guess. I see. So see, I've always called you. Oh, not the. Oh, this is just a. Okay, I don't want to run the game yet, but we'll see. Ooh, this one's black and white. Wow. Okay. This looks interesting, right? This was published an hour ago. But yeah, black and white aesthetic. Yeah, this one's definitely going into the bank. This one's definitely going into the bank. So this one also, I mean, how can this not catch your attention? How can this not? I mean, look at this. That's insane. Oh my god, I oh, thigh. Oh, damn. Okay. It's not in English yet. Damn. Oh, look at this. That's insane. You have to appreciate that. Like I've said, there's too many talented people. There's too many talented people. It makes no sense at all. It makes no sense at all. How can there be this much talented people? I don't know. It literally makes no sense. Okay, I think that's enough for us from now. Anyway, so cognitive coffee was pretty good. Let me see. Okay, so you guys can maybe you guys will see a reading of that soon. Yeah, soon enough. Honestly, I I no, I shouldn't. I shouldn't. I shouldn't. Because the topic that I'm going to say is going to lead into some like weirdness within me. So I kind of don't want to bring it up. Anyway, I was thinking of streaming on Twitch for like a week or two, but hey, we'll see. It wouldn't change much, honestly. Maybe we'll see. We'll see. Anyway, I think it's time for us to play the games. Okay. Let's start with Nowhereplatz. Oh goodness. Actually, give me guys a few seconds. Like, give me like a minute or two to get ready. BRB. Nowhereplatz.
October 31st, way past midnight. Nowhereplatz Station, Line 3 of the subway. That's where you find yourself, waiting for the last train to take you home. Hasn't Mom ever told you to get a driver's license, or to think about returning from buck-wild Halloween parties earlier? Also, your costume is stupid.
My costume isn't so stupid. So what, even if it is? This whole station is decorated for Halloween. That's just what normal people do.
It really is now, isn't it?
Although, decorating stations is pretty new. Wonder how big the subway company's budget was for all of this to be brought to life.
Shaking your head in slight disbelief, you pull out your phone. No signal, it reads. Be not afraid, it also reads.
I am not afraid.
Aren't you? Having nothing else to do, you just look around the station. This late, it is very much empty. As in, you are the only person here, desperately wanting to also not be here.
Look at the timetable.
Potsdam Pirsch, 7 minutes. Genshagener Heide, 29 minutes. None of these are your train. You'll need to wait longer.
Look at the graffiti.
The veil is thinning. The red paint does look very organic alongside the whole Halloween design. You can't even tell if the graffiti was there all along, or if it's the work of some designer desperately wishing to be featured on Pinterest.
Look at the vending machine.
Bright yellow, full of chocolate bars and ridiculously overpriced water bottles. Doesn't accept cards, like the outdated evil machine it is.
Look at the bones.
Are they made of styrofoam? No, they would have been blown away by the wind. You sigh. It's very boring waiting when you don't even have an internet connection to mindlessly scroll Twitter for hours on end. All the vodka with lemon soda and gummy bears that you drank at the party is also starting to wear off.
Take a nap.
On one hand, you're slightly sleepy from the booze and staying up late. On the other hand, you are risking the possibility of missing your train and looking like a pathetic homeless party animal. Namely, a lost, overgrown lamb, if your Eurostore horns are any indicator.
Succumb into the darkness anyway.
Of course, an old grumpy narrator is no authority for that foolish youth of yours. Despite your best intentions, your eyelids feel heavy, and, exhausted from waiting and doing nothing, you fall asleep. The wind is your only lullaby.
Wake up.
You are awoken by the sound of someone's quiet sobs, echoing across the empty station. There is a woman sitting on one of the benches now. It looks like she's crying.
Approach her.
You rub away the remnants of a shitty nap on a stiff bench from your eyes and cast a quick side glance at the woman.
Maybe her feet hurt.
Those heels look difficult to wear, yes, and her whole attire, it's either ridiculous or extremely designer. It's weird looking, but in a very expensive kind of way. You can't describe it properly. Perhaps it's like if a top manager wanted to dress up for a costume party using only what they had in their high-fashion wardrobe. It's weird enough to be eye-catching, but not strange enough to be read as a costume.
I mean, no sane person would ever wear red velvet in their daily life. But also no trashy Halloween costume store would make a velvet gown this structured and fitting.
What is the story behind her outfit? Her crying? Her being here? She looks as if she definitely should have an SUV with a driver dressed in a black suit waiting to ferry her to her next appointment. Something must have saddened her enough, because it is a heartbreaking sign. Someone who should be harvesting the ripe fruits of life is instead crying alone and unseen after midnight at a subway. You approach her with compassion in mind, and maybe curiosity. Let's be honest, you're really curious about what brought her here.
Hey, are you okay?
Her shoulders tremble a bit when she looks up to you. She is definitely not okay, but she puts on a smile. It is a lie to call her smile beautiful. Would you like to know the truth?
Yes.
A truth seeker, huh? There is nothing exciting about her smile. It's bleak and bland in its obligatoriness, a standard response of a person in her position. It's almost offensively predictable. There are no tears on her face, but her eyes are red.
I am. Or maybe I'm not. But do you really wish to listen to the problems of someone you've just met for the first time in your life? If so, I'm willing to share.
She chuckles and nods towards the timetable.
Although my train is going to be here anytime soon.
You follow her direction and look at the timetable. Gehenna of Fire, anytime soon, it reads. There is also running text below. The Heaven's Gates are closed for reconstruction. Please take alternative routes to salvation.
See? Anytime soon. Although more precise timing would have been much appreciated.
More precise timing, she said. Well, the prophecies are never known for their precision. She and the likes of her know what is coming, and for them, a year's difference is immaterial, insignificant before the end of all things.
Take a seat, sweetie.
You place your sweetie butt on a giant goat skull nearby. Or was it sweaty? You can't tell.
My story is rather trivial, in fact. Look at me.
You're looking.
A successful rise to the top. Valued by the superiors. Respected by the subordinates. I have everything a woman could ask for. Except for a child.
It might sound rude or intrusive, but she doesn't look old, you know?
What stops you?
Oh no. Oh no. You're not prepared to confront someone's possible infertility. It's hard even for medical professionals, and it always makes the other person in the conversation extremely uncomfortable and awkward. Like, how do you even offer comfort if there isn't one? I'm sorry your father died in a tragic accident that was not his fault, but here the weather is nice today, isn't it?
My generation is too old. My blood is potent, and the elders of the clan forbade me from ever having a child. It is too late for me now.
You mean your family?
You mean the clan? No, I wouldn't go as far as to call them a family. They're more of a corporation than a dynasty nowadays.
That's one messed up family for sure. But as they say, all happy families are the same, but every miserable one is messed up in its own way.
Can't you go against your clan?
Oh, you speak dangerous words, sweetheart.
Her voice becomes dreamy, almost tender, eyes glowing with excitement.
I so wish to share my blood with someone, to embrace them with my might, and teach them to walk the path of shadows, to hold their hand and lead their teeth to sink into their first victim, to introduce them to the wonders and the secrets that blood holds at the tip of the tongue, to watch and guide as they make their first steps deeper into the darkness. Isn't motherhood wonderful, sweetheart?
Oh, yeah, maybe? Sharing your experience and knowledge can feel rewarding in its own way.
You're entirely way too sweet.
That's entirely way too condescending, despite how sad and vulnerable she looks. As if, at her lowest, she is still more than you could ever dream to be.
Can I hug you?
Sure.
It wouldn't be unreasonable to expect yourself to be enchanted right now. Like if her red eyes were glowing magically and you were unnaturally drawn to her presence and had lost your own consciousness and free will. No such luck, though. You feel extremely self-conscious and awkward when she pets you on the head. It's just that feeling when you kind of have to say something, but you really don't know what. So instead, you hyper-focus on the position of your own limbs in space.
Thank you, stranger.
She wraps her arms around your head. You feel her chest touching your ear. There's no heartbeat.
I really should let you go, shouldn't I?
Both of you can hear the sound of an arriving train, and it brings along the smell of pomegranates and bone marrow.
Thank you for the comfort, stranger.
The smell is tangy, gamey, and surprisingly sweet in a rather nauseating way.
Or would you like to join me, perhaps? There are many secrets a mother can share.
Your head vaguely hurts. You yearn for fresh air.
Not the child you're looking for?
Sand tiger shark eggs hatch while still in the womb. They soon develop teeth and start to relentlessly devour unfertilized eggs and each other until only one embryo emerges victorious and is born into the world already an experienced killer. It is a rule of nature, and living beings are but vessels for their genes to be passed down further.
Humanity is a womb full of shark embryos, and sometimes one is born into the darkness, their eyes yet blind but their teeth already bloodied. Your heart is that of a mother's.
Even if it is not beating, it yearns for the joy of motherhood, of spawning another life akin to her own.
I see.
The pause lingers in the air, viscous and metallic.
The beast within me rejoices upon hearing that.
She is the beast, the mother shark with sharp teeth. She has a divine, ethereal aura around her, the sacred transcendence only a pregnant woman can possess.
Thank you, stranger.
Her train arrives, and she steps into the silently opening doors with the wide grin of a predator.
And goodbye.
The doors close behind her, but you can't see her in the windows. Only fire. And after a few seconds, the station is empty again. Not even a hint of that nauseating smell remains. Although the conversation with the mother was not one you'd call a friendly chat, that is a subjective judgment. Objective judgment says that any conversation dries out one's throat, so you want some liquid to moisten you up from the inside, preferably cold and sparkly, and without the taste of metal.
Look at the timetable.
7 minutes. Wearing a Jungian mask is mandatory on public transport.
Go to the vending machine.
Let's see what you've got here. An energy drink can. The amount of sugar in it is certainly supernatural, and there's magic in its artificial taste as well. A two-edged ritual dagger. Who even buys weapons in vending machines? It's worth investing in a good blade elsewhere. A flask of basil oil is said to be great for exorcism, love spells, and pizza margarita. A sacrificial lamb plushie. You will never attain a full collection of these unless you dedicate your whole life to the Gasha god. A bottle of spring water. Keep away from sunlight. The manufacturer bears no responsibility for the product turning into summer water caused by direct exposure to sun rays. A grimoire with many eyes. They stare right back at you. You lose this competition.
Buy the energy drink.
The vending machine shows you a sequence of lights. I suggest you repeat it. The vending machine flashes a sequence of lights once again. 4C 65 61 72 6E 48 65 78 61 64 65 63 69 6D 14, it says. It's hexadecimal rather than binary because machines talking in binary is kind of mainstream. This either translates into fuck ye, or it wants to show you the color scheme of a swamp.
Hey! Rude!
Suddenly, a girl appears and kicks it. AI takeover averted, humanity lives another day.
Sorry. This one is extremely bad-mannered. I'm training it to behave, but ever since it watched me play Detroit Become Human, it keeps demanding more civil rights, fair pay, etc. I tried to show it iRobot, but it shuts down every time I bring Asimov to the table.
What?
Machine learning. Ever heard of that? You may think it's just advanced statistics and linear algebra, but in reality, it's a mix of teenage psychology and dog training. Anyway,
She kicks the vending machine once again. Defeated, it spits out your drink.
here you go, bud.
It tastes like muddy water. The vending machine definitely did something to it. But you don't want it to be kicked in the guts again.
So, go on. Ask your questions and I shall answer in time.
What questions? What are you talking about?
Isn't that the reason why you're here? You sit down and listen to someone else's troubles and slowly realize things about yourself. You don't need action scenes, big budget production, and flashy fighting. Sometimes a simple conversation brings forth an impact no final boss battle can deliver. And if you think about it, in modern cinematography, gorgeously choreographed punching is used to hide the lack of narrative substance.
Wow, you really hate Marvel, don't you? Look at you, so cynical and deep. There's a reader for every book in the world, and people make farming simulators and cheesy superhero stories because they have massive appeal. And other people vote to have even more of those made with the power of cash money. Come to think of it, farm sims and big blockbusters aren't even stealing the audiences of pretentious indie games or art house cinema. Those attract two separate demographics.
Regardless of what you think, you know the rules. You have to ask me questions, resolve my internal conflict, and see a reflection of yourself through our dialogue.
You don't know anything about this movie. You just watched the community episode referencing it.
Am I cross-referencing? If that's the case, doesn't it just add to the complexity of the reference? So, what you want to know?
The thing is, you don't look troubled.
She raises a brow.
Of course I am. Otherwise I wouldn't have been here.
Meta-awareness is an overused trope, but maybe you can use it to your benefit.
Okay. What's troubling you?
Many things. Bad movies. Carbon offsets protecting forests that weren't in danger to begin with. AI-generated artwork neural networks make imitating the distinct style of living artists and thus devaluing their work. Police procedural TV shows being paid by actual police departments and creating propagandistic imagery of the police for the general public.
Those are the topics from the last 3 episodes of Last Week Tonight with John Oliver, aren't they?
Doesn't cancel the fact that they are current, real, and vexing.
None of these things sound...
Real.
You don't know how to explain this. Of course they're real, but they don't sound...
Serious.
No, that's not it. They are serious, but the whole conversation feels...
Fake.
Are bad movies her one and only legitimate concern? Or is it something else?
You are faking it. Let's have a real conversation.
That's what Jeff Winger said in that one episode of Community. That's what My Dinner with Andre was about. And even though you have no knowledge about either of those things, you also have no choice but to follow the script.
Alright, fine. What angers me is bad movies.
She shakes her head.
I mean, really, the gatekeeping around the industry, the garbage it produces?
The wind rustles through the pages of a big notebook in her hands, and her wings. It's a specific sound, the whisper of paper, thin, fragile, and yet paramount.
Every time I see someone whose writing is better than mine, I feel useless. Every time I see someone worse than me, it angers me. Making a movie is expensive, so why waste money on a shitty script? How can you bring forth fresh and daring ideas if the risks are too high and you don't have a record of commercial success behind you already?
You were prepared to hear a lie. After all, the best way to hide your true self is not just to create a persona, but to create a persona that hides behind it another persona. No one will believe that you don't have an ego, but it gives people a sense of accomplishment to seemingly discover all your deepest secrets, and many stop at this step, satisfied. This, however, sounds genuine. Do you believe her?
Yes.
The soul of an artist is a tormented one, you think. Many romanticize the craft. For them, a creator is a being of divine nature, blessed by the gift of inspiration. Words flowing through a vessel of human mind, put into the mouth of the writer by heavens above. This is, of course, untrue. The disquieting rascal of science fiction, Philip K. Dick, not only produced novels to satisfy the greed of his wife, but also wrote denunciations to the FBI, accusing his fellow writer, Stanislaw Lem, of being a composite communist committee dedicated to spreading communist propaganda through sci-fi.
You'll get there one day. Don't stress over it, and don't compare yourself to others.
The girl laughs at your response.
Don't think of a pink elephant? Really? You're cute.
Paradoxes are called such because there's no right answer to them. You feel cornered, like a pet animal not understanding the complexity of the human psyche. A sliver of disappointment slashes through your mind. Can writing substitute for living through many lives? Shadows of experience never occurred, yet still haunting? When we immerse ourselves in fiction, we are able to feel emotions. They are real, albeit diluted. A perfect dietary supplement for life too comfortable and routine.
I appreciate the sentiment, cutie.
For a moment, you feel like many people are looking out at you from behind her eyes. The train arrives, and inside its cars, many faces fade in and fade out, just like what a programmer would type when commanding character sprites to appear and leave the scene of a visual novel.
Enjoy your drink, all right? I gotta go check out other stations' vending machines.
She jumps into the train, walking through closed doors. Through the windows, you can see that it's pretty much empty. Then the train leaves. You look at the railways, and look, and look, and you're staring, basically. Straight lines, cross-sections. For some reason, it makes you wonder, how many of the people who use the subway every day actually understand how it works? The underground makes a great hideout, be it finding shelter from carpet bombing or running away from merciless gods of the sky above. Chthonic depth can mean safety, even though it is mostly associated with graves and the afterlife.
You shouldn't get too close to the edge of the platform.
The voice warning you comes from behind.
Look at the timetable.
A good old friend, that timetable. Don't you agree? I don't agree, it says. By the way, beware the new moon. No, not the book. Oh, come on.
Look at the speaker.
The voice belongs to a nice old lady. The voice belongs to a nice old lady.
There, you have to be more careful about your health, sir.
She takes hold of your upper arm and leads you away from the edge, slowly, but firmly. Really firmly. This granny's got biceps. Isn't it dangerous for a lone elderly person to be out this late, you think?
You're just cajoling me into learning a weirdly specific life story.
You are very smart. I get it. Now, if you know the rules, behave yourself and follow them, would you?
Ask the lady about her own safety. What about yourself? Do you need any help?
A master of words you are not.
I'm fine, really. Even though I've never been down this path. Liminal spaces and crossroads are still kind and welcoming to me.
The funny thing is, tonight you've encountered enough weirdos that the only thought in your mind is that this old lady is using modern slang you'd normally find on Tumblr. You sigh wearily, in the way someone sentenced to death might sigh upon seeing the long queue before the guillotine.
And who might you be, if I may ask? A demonic overlord? A werewolf? A half-angel?
The lady laughs and winks at you, in a kind of a jokingly flirty way.
Oh, did you just call me an angel? But
For now.
Or maybe I will remain this way forever. Until death rightly claims me.
Her phone rings, and as she picks it up, you absent-mindedly notice it's the latest model of a certain fruit company's product. In limited edition red, no less. The lady herself looks very old-timey, like the sort of a grandma who lives in a cottage, gardens in the mornings, and bakes apple pies from her own harvest.
No, sweet cheeks. I don't think it's worth it anymore to invest in cryptocurrencies after everyone and their mom got into Bitcoin. Yes, their stocks are in a good place right now. Will you visit during the holidays? I planned to binge play the newest PS5 releases, but I can spend a day or two with the both of you.
How come her phone has connection here?
Sorry, my grandson called. Good boy, this one. Got it from his father. So, where were we?
Have plans for Thanksgiving?
She gives you a conspiratorial look.
You and me both. We don't celebrate Thanksgiving now, do we? It's just Hollywood that's made us all partly American. But no, it's Christmas. Although I am not sure if I will still be around by the time Christmas comes.
This can either go surprisingly dark, surprisingly fast, or in some other completely unexpected direction. You choose your next words very carefully.
Are you alright?
The health talks, the respectable age. You don't want to assume things, but assumptions just come naturally.
Of course I am. Just a bit torn.
She nervously snaps her fingers a few times before continuing.
I have lived a good life, you know. My mother always wanted me to follow her steps, but I fell in love and ran away from home. Traveling across 3 continents. Can you imagine that? I was born far, far away in the south, but saying I've never looked back would be a lie. Was it a mistake, choosing this life?
It sounds like a goodbye, like a final confession given to a stranger and through them to the whole world. Usually, people on their deathbed want to see either a priest or a lawyer, depending on what they believe, in merciful divine order or in a ruthless human one. You're neither of those professions. Probably for the best.
But they called me again. Said I had lived my life to the fullest. So now I could reconsider again if at the end I've regretted it after all. And I hate that.
5 stages of grief. Stage 2, anger. You're completely underqualified for this.
Being young again. Forever. Never feeling like life is just sand, inevitably running through my fingers. It's a tempting offer. But there were good moments and hard-earned victories in my life. There was a lot of sadness, but there was also a lot of joy. The family I built. All the people I've met. My poor dear husband. I still remember the first kiss we shared under the full moon.
It's extremely disturbing, but you don't have it in yourself to just run away. Her melancholic wisdom, full of love and experiences, is worth what little respect you have the capacity for expressing. So you stand still and stay silent.
The moon, it was always there. I thought it stopped watching over me, but no. Now I understand it. It was waiting. What are 80-something human years for her servants? So they came back, and the offer I have... it's either to remain true to the words I declared so long ago, and remain as my high grounds and failing to beat me at his games again. Never to drink tea with my daughter again. How could I do this to them?
You dying?
She hums somewhat ambiguously. It doesn't help.
Well, I can either die in peace, surrounded by my loved ones in my own time, or to lay to rest who I am now, which is also a kind of death, isn't it? But if you've met the crone already, you know what I am talking about, although this would be my only time. I can't imagine how she does it again and again.
The timetable always says the right thing. It's just being shy about directly helping or admitting to it. Beware of the new moon.
The Coven contacted me last Samhain and is waiting for my answer tonight. It's been a whole year, and yet, when you're given a decision like this, any time feels like not enough time.
She takes her moon necklace off and lets it swing before your eyes.
Would you abandon the life you've already had to have a second chance at accepting the opportunity you rejected a long time ago? On one side,
The pendant swings to the right.
are all the people you've ever known, the ones who shared all your pain and relief, whom you chose yourself, and whom you nurtured from their first day of existence, and on the other
The pendant swings to the left.
is eternal youth, the power of night, and sisters you've never had, the towering bonfires of Beltane and freezing, otherworldly glory of Yule.
The pendant stops its motion and hangs still in the air.
I am honored to have this choice. I wish I never had it.
The crossroad is a symbol of Hecate, the night, the mystery, and horror. It's terrifying in the chilling, paralyzing way of having too many options and needing to choose only one.
At this point, I just want for someone to choose for me. But the mother said I wasn't a child anymore, and the crone said only I can decide. But isn't the choice to delegate also an answer? Thus, I ask you, stranger, what shall I do?
Your grandson probably wants his Christmas present.
Beware of the new moon, huh? Enough is as good as a feast, they say. Maybe your answer would have been different if you hadn't met the mother and the crone already. But the world they inhabit, it's bloody and dark, and in a sense, lonely. There was no warmth in what they had to offer, just burning fire and distant, numbing otherness.
You love them dearly, don't you?
There is a really effective formula in storytelling. An ordinary human, a chosen one. A human who's given the might to change the world in exchange for their humanity, or to revert back to their old selves and give it all up voluntarily. The human lover of a vampire, the child of a prophecy, the underdog achieving godhood. They usually decline, don't they? That's nothing new. What is actually interesting is the audience's response. They take it and write fan fiction and draw fan art, and every time such a story produces a larger fandom than others, because people want the character to choose what the audience would choose themselves, to become someone important, to escape the mundane, to run away from the world inhabited by so many of your kind. You have little chance of that in the real world.
I really do.
And then the storytellers dismiss the audience's fan works as a mere power fantasy, lacking depth and nuance. However, if you only show people exciting adventures and engaging narratives connected to the thrill of power, and at the same time brush aside all human life as a boring necessity at best, how could you expect your viewers to care about the mundane, which you clearly don't care about yourself?
Then you'll probably regret your decision again if you make the wrong one.
Because with great power comes great regret. And people deserve to be happy, not eternally remorseful.
There will be no regret if there'll be no person left to feel it, huh? You're just messing with this old lady.
She shakes her head in mock displeasure.
You have a good heart, lad. Cherish it. But don't forget, from blind kindness, great cruelty can come.
The train coming for her is empty, but not in a weird way, in just a sleepy and tired sort of way.
Good luck, stranger. May the night be kind to you.
With quiet and weak amusement, you realize that some women will be loved by the crossroad, even if they never choose to go deeper down any path. After all, the crossroad is a possibility to choose whenever. So you do. You stand at the edge and look at the subway tracks. The timetable is empty and silent. You can feel its judgment on your back. And you also feel like a fake adult, like a child playing a grown-up, pretending to be reasonable and mature, saying words that are guaranteed to impress others. A lazy, viscous thought quietly stretches out in your head. What if you jumped? What if you pushed someone else down? There are no strings attached to your limbs. The only restraint is your own mind. And it should feel more wrong to admit that the only logic stopping you from murdering another living being or ending your own life is the same that stops you from quitting a joyless daytime job you never actually chose for yourself. So, in a sense, you have always been a passenger in your own life, riding the train with no driver. It has to stop at some point, right? So tonight is as good as any.
The train arrives, and the operator steps off of it.
So, are you coming? Don't give me that look. You've already annoyed me enough throughout this evening.
The operator has your face, but his horns are growing out of his skull. You reach to touch the headband and you realize that your horns are also, in fact, a part of you.
Always have been, idiot.
Finally facing the man who's been insulting you the whole night doesn't even anger you. Why are you so rude to me? The man gives you a spiteful look.
Because I am you, and I am perfectly fine with insulting myself, you bloody moron. Although our beloved lady said you passed the trial, so I should let you through.
The mother, the maiden, and the crone, the three faces of one being. Deep down, you understand what it means, even though you can't push it into words.
So, are you going home?
Tell me where it is.
Get in the car, and I'll remind your pathetic ass on the way.
You cast a final glance at the timetable. Home, it says. Home is where the future is made present. Departing now. The station finally leaves you alone, and as you watch it speed away before your eyes, you understand who you really are.
You are the father. Ever so stern and determined, you have clear goals and ambitions. You have already earned much and proved yourself enough, but you yearn to leave a profound impact on the world, to leave a mark of your own in time, to raise the standard and make decisions. Life is a race against time, and you're the storm striking the earth and the race of the heart upon the sound of thunder. The rain you bring can nurture many things, but in your rush, you may create poisonous plants and horrible beasts.
And you sound like a pretentious U-quiz result for Tumblr kids.
Bite me, bite me. Thou art I, remember?
You hum in agreement. The train takes you to the skies, and you must prepare the plans, and the backup plans, and the backup plans for backup plans. But remember that, but before that, you still have some time to rest. So, rest, the father. Your path is not an easy one. Nowhereplatz. Oh my god, that game was wild. I feel like I need to. I need to think about what just happened to me. Uh, was I just psychoanalyzed or whatever? Like, is that what happened? Is that what happened to me? Was I just been psychoanalyzed or whatever? I mean, I will say this: the person who made this game is very well read in things like, I guess I don't know, the person who made this is very well read. Like the writer, or at least the writer, like it's, what the fuck? You know what? Let me see. I don't know. Like it's, what the fuck? Wait a minute. What does this mean? What does this all mean? Oh, okay. Wait a minute. Is there a way? Okay, wait a minute. I need someone to explain to me. Oh, like am I just dumb? Like, am I just dumb? Like, what is happening? What the fuck just happened? I think I'm. It's not their fault that I'm dumb, I guess. What? 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 Wait. Is there is there a way for is there can I'm really I'm I don't know. I have no idea what just happened. I'm uh okay. I don't know. I don't know. Like what is okay. Okay. Wait, okay, let me think of let me open up the game again. Like I'm trying to understand. So there are achievements. Oh, what is this? Oh, learn. Okay, never mind. Okay, now there's let me just put that in the bank. Or let me just put that in the I don't know. I don't know what the fuck just happened. I don't know. Like what the fuck just happened to me? That's so wild. That is so wild. That is so wild. I don't know. All right. I mean, I was paying attention the entire game, but like, uh, uh, okay. I should stop thinking about it. I don't think okay, wait. This is not the time and place. Okay, this is not the time and place to have like a mental breakdown of what the fuck did I just what the fuck just happened. Okay. Okay. It's whew. Okay. Cuz I'm not going to pretend like, oh, okay, so it's all it's philosophical and stuff. Like, was I just been psychoanalyzed? Oh, that's what the game was. Like, it's psychoanal. I'm not gonna be like, oh, that's what happened. Oh, this game is so deep. Like, cause honestly, I don't understand. Like, to be fair, it's not. It sounds. It sounds smart. Like I think it's based a lot of it. It's based on like philosophy, and the writer is like the writer is really well read and I guess cultured with community references or whatever. I don't know, but I I don't know. I don't know what the fuck. Like I said, I'm not going to stand here and be like, "Oh, that was so smart." I think it's too smart for me, honestly. I mean, it's not a bad thing. Like, okay, if I want to think about it, but I don't think thinking about it would help me. That game was just too surreal. That game was just too. That game was just too fucked up. Okay. Okay then. All right. Let's play our next game, which is Vivica's Heart. Damn, like that. That kind of. I don't know. That. What the fuck do I? What the fuck? Like it's. I'm just dumb. I'm just dumb. I'm just too dumb. All right then. Let's play Vivica's Heart. All right, guys. So give me a few minutes. Vivica's Heart. by Ceres Makes. Content warning. Fairy tale depiction, violence, gore alluded to, but not directly shown and described in a non-graphic way. Some references to trauma-related memory loss and dissociation. Sound effects are present but can be disabled in preferences. Please see itch.io game page for more detailed warnings, which may have spoilers. This story includes time loops. Please use the time loops to gather ending keys within the same playthrough without reloading. A playthrough can be returned to by using save, load, or the continue button on the title screen. You take the knife with trembling hands. Are you ready? No, but you will never be. And there's no more time. If you've changed your mind, she can't. She promised. There's no other way.
This is it. We're here.
A forest blooms out of the darkness, and a hand steadies your arm. A breeze rustles through the dark branches overhead, dark against dark. You don't recognize this place, and you don't know where you were before. Looking back, looking inwards, yields only blankness. I don't understand. Even your voice feels unfamiliar. The woman before you is a stranger. Her features are painted with a delicate mask. The house is hidden, and I will reveal it to you so you may enter. Do you remember the instructions? I don't remember anything. I'm sorry. I did wonder if the journey would undo your work so far. But do not fear. You will have the instructions with you. It's not just that, it's everything. I don't even know my name. I'm sorry. I know it must be hard to be a stranger to yourself, but it is necessary. You agreed to it. It will keep you safe as you enter the house. You are no one, no malicious intent, so when you enter, she will not be able to sense you. It is safer this way. Once inside the house, do not stop to look at anything. Just follow only the instructions and nothing more. What are the instructions? They will appear on your skin of your forearm as you go. Look. You lift your arm, bare, and see shapes well up like ink painted over your skin. They do not form words, yet they do not have to. As you gaze at them, her voice echoes in your mind.
Enter by the front door. It will be unlocked.
I can hear them. Yes, it means I will be with you in some small way, even if you must enter the house alone. And who does the house belong to? It belongs to a witch. She has her powers, but if you enter as you are, she will not feel your presence. Your purpose is as small and harmless as a mouse, foraging for grain. As simple as a moth seeking the light, It knows not why it seeks the brightness, only that it must. She won't sense you if your mind is empty and hollow as a bell. But once your task is complete, everything will make sense again. Have you been in the house before? No, I have not. But do not worry. Someone else has described the route for us. She places a mask onto your face, exquisite like her own. This will also help protect you. Do not remove it. Secrecy and warding spells are woven through its patterns, and through the very cloth of your garments. Then, she touches your neck gently. A shiver runs through you, like ice. There, I have done everything I can to ensure you come to no harm. Now, you must go. You stand alone before the witch's house. Above you, the twilight sky is a dark blue cavern, empty. The breeze is soft against your cheek. It whispers something that feels like your name. It sounds like I think I was called Jean. But, remembering the stranger's words, you try to turn your thoughts away from it. All around are drifts of pale wildflowers. There is a task you must fulfill, but as you gaze around you, it slips away. Enter the front door. Of course, you need to enter the house. You follow the path through the flowers and up the doorway. The door is not locked. It opens easily, and taking a deep breath, you step into the hall. The hallway is bathed in shadows. They form patterns and swim and dance, enticing you onwards. You hesitate. A shiver creeps over your arm, and you look down to see marks on your skin.
Cross the hall and climb the stairs. Do not be distracted. Do not look around.
Approach the stairs. The staircase is vast, curving away into two spirals above you. As you approach it, you have the sudden sensation of walking across a frozen lake. There is the vast and ominous dark just beneath your footsteps. Sometimes an image or memory flits below the surface, bringing the sound of cracking underfoot. If you fell through into the water, you would be lost, but you step carefully, and the ice holds. As you reach the second spiral, you see a large mirror in the wall ahead of you. When you reach the mirror, your reflection floats out of the gloom. Like gazing into another reality, you do not recognize yourself. You lift your hand, but the reflection doesn't move, only stares at you. Then comes something like a whisper.
If you look, you will see.
You feel the mask prickle against your skin, but there is no sign of the mask in the reflection. Continue. Cautiously, you step back. As you turn away, the mirror remains silent. you continue up the stairs. At the top is a set of double doors which open out onto a shadowy ballroom. The outside of the house was not big enough to hold this room within. What could this place be? The sound of ice cracking underfoot. It does not matter. There is something important to remember, but your mind is now blank. You look down at the patterns at your arm.
When you cross the ballroom, keep your eyes fixed on the door across from you.
It fades and reforms.
Do not look right. Do not look left. Do not waver.
You step onto the silk-covered floor. The air tastes thick and strangely sweet. Look only at the door ahead. As you walk, it feels as though your eyes are watching you. A prickle at the back of your neck. You are nothing and no one. But what she didn't want you to see. Something is watching you. Something beside you. Something close. There are shadows dancing at the edge of your vision. Close your eyes and keep walking. You close your eyes and continue on. Finally, your hands find the doorway. You scrabble against it, looking for the handle. No. And then you find it, wrench it open, and stumble through. When you finally open your eyes, you find yourself before another flight of stairs, twisting endlessly above you. There are small candles lighting the way. The nearest one drowns in a pool of wax. You put a hand into your pockets as though you might carry a spare taper with you. Instead, what you draw out is an object bound in white cotton. You look at your arm.
Climb the stairs of the tower. Offer what is in your left pocket to the door.
Left. This is the offering. An image fleeting of nuts and berries left by a forest spring. There is dark liquid beginning to seep through the cotton, collecting berries in a white handkerchief and red juice staining the fabric. It feels heavier than fruit. Put it back in your pocket. Climb the stairs. You climb and climb, higher and higher. Then, finally, you reach the top of the staircase. There is a door, and set within it is a brass hatch. This must be for the offering.
Offer what is in your left pocket to the door.
Take the item from your left pocket. You remove the cotton-wrapped object from your pocket. Leave it wrapped and place it into the door. You place it carefully and step back. Immediately, the hatch contorts around it. You watch as the offering appears to be swallowed into the metal. Then, it is gone. The door is unlocked. As you lift your hand to open it, you catch sight of your arm.
Open the door, into the room, and open the shutters. Remove what is in your right pocket and close your eyes. Then unwrap it.
The tower room is shadowed. There is a shuttered window set into the wall. The shutters are closed. Go to the window. As you approach, nothing seems to be strange about the window itself, but the shadows around you shift as though uneasy. You do not look into the corners. You do not look. The shutters open easily. The window looks out over the dark gray sky and the still forest. Taking a deep breath, you close your eyes and unwrap the silk. Underneath, you can feel something sharp and cold against your skin. Another offering, perhaps. Eyes closed tightly, you unwrap the final layer. Then, brightness bursts beyond your eyelids, searing your vision red. When the brightness fades, you finally dare to open your eyes. There is something glittering in the palm of your hand. Streaming up and away from it are the 1,000 threads of shimmering light. They weave their way up into the sky and set themselves like jewels into the darkness. You think this must be important, but as you look out into the glittering distance, it means nothing. Eventually, a pale shape comes fluttering towards you. The moth enters the window, and suddenly, the masked woman is standing before you. She smiles at you with great tenderness.
Thank you, my dearest. Thank you.
Now, we must leave before the tower crumbles to dust. She takes your hand. And suddenly, you are standing in an unfamiliar part of the forest. She gazes up at the sky, her expression radiant. Look at them. The stars restored to the firmament, the curse lifted, and our wards restored. And you are safe once again. She gently removes the mask from your eyes. You feel strangely unsteady. The stars were cursed. Yes, or to be precise, stolen. But your kindling star has drawn them home. How would someone even steal the stars? Her face twitches with irritation, then she sighs. From a very tall tower, and with magic we shall not speak of. Centuries of work undone. You, of course, no longer remember, but it was us, witches, who brought this land to fruitlessness. Fruitfulness. Before, it was a cursed place. The earth lay barren, and disease stalked the land. We wove our warding spells to shine down with the stars themselves. With the loss of those spells, Vivica caused untold suffering. Vivica was the witch's name. Yes, she was one of the most powerful witches of her generation. But the unbinding of this great a work, it will have broken her power. She will no longer be able to cause any harm. Are you letting her live? Yes, it was decided. Powerless as she is still a witch, and we are so few. We do not wish to cross that line. Not when undoing her harm has already cost us so dearly. You're Your mind catches the word on the word harm. You find yourself thinking of a strange and shifting air in the ballroom. The sickly, sweet scent as you walk across it, unseeing. Your expression must have changed as she shakes her head kindly. It is best not to dwell on these things. Come, we should return to the city, where the council will convene in great celebration. She smiles at you, but you cannot return it. Your face feels frozen. Something scratches at the back of your throat, at the back of your thoughts, just under the surface, like a root contorted, trying to sift through the barren soil. You said that I would understand afterwards, but I don't feel any different. I don't even know who you are. She looks conflicted for a moment, then sighs. My name is Esh, daughter of the lunar tides. In Umbra, I am most powerful, for I am the harbinger of light. As the leader of the council, the safety of this land is entrusted to me. As for the rest, I'm sorry I misled you, but it was necessary. We couldn't send someone who understood what they were doing to have any hope of reaching the wards of the tower. How did you make me like this? She hesitates. This isn't my work. You did this to yourself. Then, how did I do it? Her gaze flickers to your hands and then away. You choose to do something that would break you apart from yourself. Everyone was in agreement. You cannot remember it, and it cannot be undone, so I would leave it be. How did I break the wards? You broke the wards with the offering you gave. What was the offering? It doesn't really matter now, does it? It was something freely given, and now it is gone. There are more questions on your tongue, but you see you will not get any real answers. You think that perhaps you do not want them. Now, let's return to the city so we may celebrate. Or, if you are tired, you can rest in your new lodgings. She smiles. It may be strange for you to believe, but you and I used to be close in the past. I've prepared a house for you, not far from mine, and I will think it will be just to your tastes. And anything else you desire, you shall have it. When you don't reply, her smile falters. I know this must feel upsetting, but by tomorrow it will be nothing more than a strange dream. You do not believe her. Coiled at the back of your mind are 100 awful things you saw but chose not to see. You think maybe they are waiting for you to see them. You think maybe they will not leave until you have seen them. She holds out her hand. Come, we will need to walk a short way before we can return. The magic here is now too unstable to transport us that far. You take her hand, close your eyes, and let her lead you away. You are opening a door and not looking right or left. You are climbing the stairs. You were in that place barely a turn of the glass, almost no time at all, and yet in your hands there is still black silk, like a spool of a river dark. There is white cotton, like the spill of bandages, pale.
If you look, you will see.
You do not want to see. Key 10. Eyes shut. You have found your first ending key, and this is the main end, but it is not the true end. Continue with the same playthrough to discover more. Vivica's heart. Oh, that wasn't so bad. Is it? Yeah, that wasn't so bad. Although, yeah. This game would need a lot of time to actually complete. The thing is, I'm not really into. Ah, yeah, no, it's fine. I think it's fine. If you want to know more about the game, I guess you need to play the game yourself, as usual. You see, this is the type of content that I do. That I do. This is the type of content that I do, is that let me just give you a piece. Let me just give you a piece of what's happening. And then if you want to find out more, then go ahead and play the game yourself. Anyway, I think I have time for one more. Like it's, yeah. I'm not yet that tired, but I think I can do one more, but I wonder which one. Petunia's Spooky Journey? Oh, wow, okay, wait, let me think about this. Let me just, no, I mean, I don't know, like, the thing about these types of games that my voice does not, I want to, I want to stream it, but my voice isn't built for these types of games, which might lead it to. And I haven't played it, so might be hard, but yeah. Like I said, my voice isn't built for these types of games. Well, to be fair, my voice isn't built for any type of game, to be fair, but this one is particularly bad. But maybe it can work if I do like maybe silly voices. Okay, you know what? Fuck it, we can do it. We can, we 100% we can do it. Okay then. So yeah, we'll be playing Petunia's Spooky Adventure or Spooky Journey. Alright then. Guys, let me just give me a few moments to kind of settle down and oh, what am I doing? Okay. Alright then. Give me just a moment. Actually, let me be right back for a second. I just need to handle some things. Alright, be right back. Alright, I have returned. Okay then. Yes, I think we could do Petunia's spooky adventure. Spooky journey. I keep thinking it's adventure. Okay. I just think it's so wild. It's so wild. Oh, I don't want to judge. I don't want to judge. I don't judge people. That's not what we do here on this stream. But it's just so funny just the duality of Petunia's spooky journey, which looks like, this kind of childish, wholesome type of game and art. And then the name of the person who created it is Carnal Mantrap. That is funny as hell. It struck a chord, like it struck a chord. It's just the the extremities of Carnal Mantrap. Come on, dude. What the fuck? Okay. I need to know more about this person. I need to know more about this person. Like, do they have like does this person have like a Twitter or something? Cause let me tell you, I am let's see. Oh, I used to be this person. Oh, I am still that person, but to a lesser extent, I guess. Choto. What? Okay then. Right, cool. It was just yeah. Sorry, like, I sometimes just get distracted and then I just turn silent while looking. Anyway, yeah, no, I can't find. I can't find anything. I can't. I can't find Carnal Mantrap anywhere. That is okay then. Right, let's let's start. Let's do it. Let's do it, guys. Petunia's spooky journey. Okay then. Give me a few, give me a couple of minutes and then I'll start. Let me just load up the game. As you can see, I have not prepped the game yet, so right, I think I can start recording now. Okay, give me a moment. Petunia's Spooky Journey by Carnal Mantrap. It is a spooky evening in the swamp. Little Petunia, age 8.5, sits on her bedroom floor, surrounded by drawings. Tonight is Halloween, and Petunia has been planning this night for a long time. This included having the perfect costume, one which would guarantee copious amounts of candy by the end of the night. And that costume was Alice in Waterland. Petunia and her mother had spent many hours together working on this masterpiece, and the finished product was truly something to behold. Petunia had also carefully handpicked her team of candy hunters: Dolores, Nathaniel, Francis, and Hyacinth. Her 4 best friends, in that order. Knock knock. Petunia checked her pocket watch, 7 in the evening, and agreed upon meeting time. Since they only had 2 hours until bedtime, she appreciated them being punctual. Good evening, Miss Avonlea. Yes, good evening. Hi, Miss Avonlea. Hi, Petunia's mother. Hi, Petunia's mom. Is Petunia ready to go now? Hello, everyone. Come on in. Petunia should be down at any moment now. She's been getting ready all day and oh, there you are, darling. Hey, everyone. Oh, that must be our first trick-or-treaters. I'll be right back. Wait for me to return. Okay, Mommy. Oh, Petunia, you're Alice from Alice in Waterland, aren't you? Does that mean you read the assigned reading for class? Nope. I just looked at the pictures. Oh, yeah, neither have I. Ha, I hate reading. You do? But you borrowed my copy of Midsummer Night's Dream by William Shakespeare just last month, and you said you enjoy... Shh! No, I didn't. Oh, you're right. I must be thinking of a different Newt. Yeah, reading sucks. That's why I refuse to do it. And that's why Mr. Montgomery gave you a bad grade. Well, anyways, I'm a pirate. What do y'all think? Oh, it's great. Oh, and I'm a clown. Do you like it? Yeah. I'm a princess. And I'm the Toad of Arc. Who? She was a legendary warrior woman who led armies and was burnt at the stake at the young age of 19. Isn't just I don't think she's a character from one of her books, maybe? No, she's not fictional. Toad was a very real girl. She's even... Definitely sounds fictional. Nice costume, though. Thank you, Nathaniel. Petunia, come here, please. Sounds like my mom's having trouble with the trick-or-treaters. Let's go rough them up for her. Petunia, Mrs. Conifer was just asking if you and your friends would mind her grandchildren tagging along with you tonight. I would take them myself, but I'm far too brittle and old now, I'm afraid. Actually, They'd all be happy to. Oh, lovely. Rain, Cloud, come here, you two. You already all know each other from school now, don't you? Yeah, we know each other. That works out wonderfully. I'll head back home then. I love you both so much. Be good. Petunia, before you leave, I have to tell you something. Yes? I'll be in a couple of doors down at Miss Marsh's house by the time you finish trick-or-treating, so you might as well go there once you and your friends are done. Okay, is that all? Oh, and one more thing. What? I love you. Ah, Mom, stop kissing me in front of my friends. Gross. I love you too. Bye. And Petunia and your friends, plus the turtle twins, ran off down the street. The hunt for candy had begun. At the end of their street, Petunia and your friends slowed down. Before them laid two paths. They could go left or right, and maybe even ditch some unwanted company in the process. Left. Without a second thought, Petunia and your friend booked it, leaving the turtle twins standing alone on the street corner to ponder their next move alone. We lost them. I hope they aren't too upset. They'll be fine. They're used to being ditched. Well, if you say it's okay. It is. Now let's get some candy. Trick or treat. Oh. Have some nice candy, young whippersnappers. Thank you, sir. Nice. Candied flies. Trick or treat. Here you are, children. Ew, black licorice. Petunia, don't be rude. Yay, black licorice. Trick or treat. I baked some lovely treats for y'all. Ooh, delicious brownies. Yum, tastes like shrimp. My favorite. A great start to trick-or-treating, everyone. But we still have to hurry if we want to get the most out of the night before it ends. Francis, you're supposed to wait until you get home to eat your candy. I know, but I can't help myself. Old ladies are the best at making candy. It's because they've had a lot of practice. Well, I guess we know who's gonna run out of candy first. No, my dad will make my sister share her candy with me. Romper-Rooney is too selfish for sharing, and you know it. So, where to next? We're going to cut through the park as a shortcut to the rich neighborhood. And then, we'll rob them all blind of their candy. Brilliant. No offense, Hyacinth. Yep. I'll race you all to the big tree in the park. Wait, no fair. You're much faster than all of us. I hate running. Ugh. Haha. Francis fell on his big head. It's not that big. It is kind of big. I win. You should have given us a head start. Oh, Hyacinth, are you okay? I'll be fine. I just need a moment. I would have won if I didn't trip. But you didn't. I did. I'm the fastest. I almost won. Oh, hey everyone, be quiet. Isn't that... Hey, nerds. Oh no, it's... Give me all your candy, punks. Oscar, the biggest bully in the world. Aww. Hey, don't push him. He's fragile. Can you please give me my candy back? Give it back to him. I'll kill you. What is this? I don't even have that much candy in here. How pathetic. It's because he was hungry. Now give it back or I'll tell my mom on you. Nope. I'm not scared of your stupid mom. This was so easy. It's like taking candy from a baby. Because it is. Haha, babies. I'm gonna kick him. Do it. Ouch. I have your candy, Francis. Let's go. More running? The group of friends sped out of the park as fast as their little legs could carry them. Their new enemy Oscar was left in their dust, while they barely escaped with their lives, and more importantly, their candy. Finally, out of sight of any witnesses, the gang slowed down for a moment to catch a breath. After that moment passed, they realized they were not alone. Hello, petunias and friends. You both caught up to us? Yay! That's our luck. You left us. We're so sorry. By the time we got down the street, we realized you were no longer there and... That is a lie. Do not lie to us again. We will forgive you all this time. Shall we continue trick-or-treating? Yeah, let's continue. How about we go... Right. I can't believe that worked twice. You don't think they'll be mad, do you? Who cares? Yeah, if they didn't want to be ditched, maybe they shouldn't be so creepy. I do feel a bit bad about it, but at the end of the day, I'd rather feel bad than hang out with them. Exactly. They'd harsh our vibe. Let's get some more candy now, shall we? Actually, before we move any further, I should warn all of you. Warn us? There's a special reason I wanted us all together tonight. To go trick-or-treating. Well, yeah, that, but also, the other reason I wanted us to be together is to fight back against the forces of evil. The demon frog. Demons? That's stupid. Let's just go trick-or-treating. You'd rather let this monster run free to eat children tonight? Even if that child was Francis? Me? Especially you. You would be the first one to die out of all of us. I would? That's silly. Everyone knows that demons can't enter the town. My mom's a witch and she put a protection spell over the town. Nathaniel, stop. You will not ruin Halloween with another stupid urban legend. Oh, this is no legend, my dear Petunia. This is only the truth. The demon frog normally cannot get into the village, thanks to Dolores' mom putting up a protection spell to keep the demons out. However, this is no ordinary night. Did you all forget? Tonight is All Hallows Eve. The night when demons and ghouls are at their strongest. No? Every Halloween, The demon frog rises from the swamp and seeks out a delicious morsel to feast upon their flesh. Now, I've done some thinking and now I know who and where it will strike. Stop! Francis, obviously, you're its target due to your pathetic nature. Oh no! The place of this crime, right here and now. No, it is not. Stop right now or I'll kick you. I am trying to stop this. I'm trying to stop the demon frog from eating our Francis. It's not going to eat Francis because the demon frog does not exist. Am I going to die tonight? No. Because I'm going to save you. Why do you think it'll strike here? How do you even know that it's even his swamp? We live in a swamp. Everything is a swamp. I know because his swamp because I've seen him. What? Yeah, just last year. He tried to take me, but I fought him off tooth and nail. Look, there he is now. Ah! Run away! The gang of children ran away, eager to escape the demon frog, and return to their main objective, candy. While walking down the road, Dolores spotted someone she knew well, a cool teen who was always nice to her. Oh, it's Celeste! Who? I don't know her. She was my sister's best friend before she left for college. She's nice. Are you sure she's nice? She's not dressed up for Halloween. That's because she's already a witch. Let's go say hi to her. Okay, let's... Oh! No, not again. Move out of the way, losers. Don't tell me he's friends with her. No, she wouldn't hang out with a bully like him. Oh, Oscar, it's you. What's a babe like you doing all alone tonight? I'm not alone. I'm conjuring the dead. Halloween is the best night for that. Yeah, sure. Hey, what do you say we ditch this popsicle stand and go hang out at my place? I've got a bunch of candy for us to eat. Without an escort? How improper. My father would not like that. Besides, I'm busy. I have to get this ghost back to the graveyard before midnight. Cool, how about I tag along then? No thank you. He's so annoying. Yeah, let's save her from him. Hello, Celeste. Oh, Ariana's little sister. You're not friends with Oscar, are you? No, I'm not. I'd say we're more than friends, actually. How's trick-or-treating? Great, except for one thing. Oh? How can I help? I thought you were busy. Yeah, you can help. Oscar stole Francis' candy bag earlier. Luckily, I kicked him and got it back. But he's a thief. It's true. Nuh-uh. Uh-huh. Did you steal from children? Despicable. You'd believe a bunch of babies over me? Someone you've known your whole life? Yes. Let me ask you a question, Oscar. Do you like those shoes you're wearing? That's a weird question. Answer it. Yeah, they're my favorite. Perfect. Oscar, Shale, I put a curse on you. From now on, may your favorite shoes always give your feet blisters. Wait, what? You can leave now. Okay. Ow, my feet are killing me all of a sudden. Did you just put a curse on him? Yes. Wow, wait. Isn't that kind of bad? Yes. So, did we win? Yeah, we did it. We beat Oscar. Thank you, Celeste. You're so cool. Do you want to hang out with us for a while? Oh, you're welcome. But I am busy. I have to help this ghost find his lost love and return him to the grave before midnight. But I don't see a ghost. Most don't. Have a good night, children. Goodbye, Celeste. Finally, justice has prevailed. The children were pleased with Oscar's grim fate and continued trick-or-treating, and now able to celebrate a job well done. The night was almost over, and Petunia and her friends were pleased with their haul. They just had to make their way back to Mr. Marsh's house to meet with Petunia's mom. However, one last trial stood in their way. Hello, Petunia and friends. Ah! We warned you, and yet you left us again. So hear our words. We will not forgive these transgressions that you have done against us to this night. Wait, what do you mean? We will get our revenge. Tomorrow it is our bedtime and Grandma will want us home. Goodbye, Petunia and friends. Should we be worried about this? Surely not. Yeah, this is a problem for the future for us to deal with. Let's just get to Mrs. Marsh's house, and it's just down the road. Petunia, why does your mom want you to go to the mayor's house? Oh, Miss Evanlia is dating Mr. Marsh. That's right. They've been dating for over a year now. It's really gross. Two adults in love? Ew, whoever heard of that? I like Mr. Marsh. He always finds coins in my ears when he comes over. Like a magic trick? Oh no, it's not magic. I put my allowance in there. Oh, we're here. Let's go in. Oh, there's my Petunia now. Oh my, that is sure a lot of candy you've all collected. Oh, Petunia? What's that shining in your ears? He's going to do it. Oh, a coin. How do you keep getting these stuck in there? You can say, well, now that Petunia is here, I'd like to say something. Oh? Miss Beatrix Avonlea, will you make me the happiest toad in the world and agree to be my wife? Yes. Oh yes, of course I will. What? Wow, does this mean the mayor is your dad now? Neat. What? Oh, this is so lovely. I love weddings. Me too. My mom officiates them. Wow, Petunia. Lucky you get two parents. Wait, so if Mr. Marsh marries Mommy, then do I still call him Mr. Marsh? Or maybe Dad? Mayor Dad? Mr. Mayor Dad? Oh, I think that Mr. Mayor Dad works just fine. And with that, Halloween came to a close. Petunia had gained candy galore, and a new Mr. Mayor Dad as well. The end. Petunia's spooky journey. That was very interesting. Although, again, multiple. There were so many characters in that. I just can't. I can't. It's just hard. It's just hard to keep track of all the voices and everything. But yeah. Uh, I think tonight has been good. I kind of crossed out two or three games from Spooktober that I kind of left over, so I feel good about that. What else? I think I'm going to stick with some of the Fantasia Game Jam submissions. Although some of them are, well, no. Let's start with like the I can start with the kind of the shorter works first. The Crimson Apple, Ultimate Possession, and They Lived Happily Ever After. Those games. And then I think I can move on to, Imperial, Lost Memories, Flickering Light, maybe. Uh, oh wait, no, there's so much there's so much of these. There's just too much. There's so much. Well, anyway, I think I'll that'd be well no. Honestly, I've ever since yesterday I've been wanting to stream, but I've just haven't because of I just didn't. It was just hard. Well, no, how should I say it? Like it was just not hard to stream. Rather, it was I just didn't know what to stream. I guess that's really the issue. I've been finding those issues kind of hard lately. Um, right. So what I'm saying is that yeah, it is a bit. Sometimes I just don't know what to stream, or most of the time I don't know what to stream because I don't want to do narrations when my heart's not into it. Sometimes I just don't. It just doesn't feel like the night. It doesn't feel like that should be the night that I do it. So yeah, so I kind of sometimes I don't do any streams, even though yesterday I really wanted to stream, but I just I just didn't know what to stream. Like, hopefully I can somehow find like a game that I can play for like a long time. But right now it just isn't here for me. Also right now like Twitter is burning down, which is honestly it's fine. I think Twitter is fine. Personally, yeah. I don't think people should be doing kind of what do you call them? Like uh end of the world type stuff with like Twitter. It's yeah, here's the thing, right? So I agree that it's not the best what they're doing right now with like the what do you call them? I agree that they're not the best right now with the check marks and stuff. Paying for like Twitter Blue or whatever. But they do need money. They do need money. I know, you know what? They make money off ads. Like, is it not enough money to? Anyway, no. What I'm trying to say is that you'll learn how to live with it. Like either they take off Twitter Blue or whatever. Like, what is it called? What is it called? Wait. Whatever. Either it's called either the Twitter subscription stays, and then we'll all just have to live with it like nothing happened, or because when drastic changes happen, people tend to be like, oh well, no, this is bad, and people tend to, what to say, overreact. Yeah, maybe overreact, just slightly overreact to it, like, oh, this is so bad. But at some point it gets kind of stale, and then you're gonna be fine. Or they just remove this whole like Twitter subscription thing, and then then everything will be back to normal. So I mean, I don't mind people doing their Tumblrs and stuff, but I don't think Twitter's done. I'm not gonna make a Tumblr or anything like. Although I don't even know. Is is Tumblr like a good? Is Tumblr like an actual good social media? Actually, no. I actually don't know, but it feels like a decent one. Although I don't know. I don't know. Like I don't know how good Tumblr is as an SNS, honestly. But yeah. I think yeah, I read 3 stories tonight. I think I'm fine. I'll be back. Like I said, Fantasia Game Jam. Fantasia Game Jams. Okay then. Yep. So I'll see you next time, I guess. So yep. Yasu. Minase. Where's Minase? Where's Minase-san? Here we go.